Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna get straight into repressing my Tarte bronzer. These are all the items that you will need for the repressing process. You'll need some alcohol. I'm going to decant it into a little spray bottle so that I can control the amount that I will add to my product. You'll need some tools like these to crush up the product and to help you just to repress it. But you can honestly use anything you have around the home, like a spoon or something like that. And then a cleansing cloth or a paper towel, something of that sort to help you get the moisture out of the product at the end. All right, so with that, let's start with getting this alcohol ready for our process. So I'm using this dropper to help me get this into the spray bottle. And I'm just going to fill it up. We can put that aside. We have our little spray bottle. We no longer need this, so I'll put that aside. Alongside this, we don't need that anymore. So let's see what we're working with. Here is our powder. Actually, I think I am going to put this on here because the container kind of wants to keep flipping up. So this will help me keep that stabilized. And I don't need all of these tools, so I'll just kind of move these over. I'm choosing to use this, which I have pre-sterilized. And what we're going to do is we're just going to start crushing up the product away from the side. Oh no. Cool. So once you've got all the product away from the side, I want to kind of scrape it all in the same area and then kind of start to break it up into a fine crumble. Think of this like you want it to be like a loose powder consistency. All right. So after you get that pretty crumbled, you want to rake the product as closely to the middle of your pan as possible. That should do. And then we're going to take that alcohol and we'll get some sprays, a few sprays in there. Okay. I'm not exactly sure how much you need. You'll just kind of need to test it out depending on how much powder you have. So you can always add more, but you don't want it to be too wet. So you can just continually add until you have enough. This probably needs a little bit more. And now I'm just trying to get all the little bits from the sides, get this all clumped into one kind of blob. And from here, I'm going to use a secondary spatula to kind of just help me get this product off of here and flattened out. That is such little product. And I don't want to waste any of this. So let's try to get as much of it as possible into the pan. Okay, cool. Should be okay with those now. And so from here, you're going to want to take this paper towel or your blotting cloth, whatever you have, lay it over the top of your pan. And then find something else that you have in your collection. It could be like a little makeup container. It could be a lipstick. Really anything that is smaller than your pan size that'll help you kind of flatten this back out. So what I'm going to do here is just kind of smooth it out. This is going to help the towel collect the excess moisture from the alcohol that we added to the powder. All right, let's see what that's looking like. Okay, cool. Let's do that a little bit more. Let's just make sure we get as much moisture out of it as we can. And we are essentially done. What you'll want to do after this is just allow the packaging to stay open, maybe overnight. That way any other excess alcohol that is in here actually evaporates, and then you'll have a dried out powder that is ready to go for you the next morning. And here is just more of a close-up of what that looks like. It should be much easier to use this powder moving forward. And that's how you repress a powder. Thank you for watching. Until we see each other again, bye!